If boundaries were not a factor, what would your dream community look like? It's a beautiful thing, the idea that we can live in harmony and exist next to each other, together. But what's even more intriguing is the fact that we can freely interact and do business with each other as an integrated community. East Africa is a bustling hub where 6 countries with a mosaic of tribes and cultures coexist, hustle, and harmonize.
Construction of IIDEA is more, or has been more, an experiment. We had so many questions at the beginning, and we were not sure whether we would succeed.
The idea that citizens are the drivers of regional integration has for many years been left behind. We have seen this coming through the limelight with IIDEA.
IIDEA is a way of bringing integration to smaller organizations and citizens of the EAC.
The biggest success from day one was that people submitted ideas, and really great ideas and really different ideas.
For the uninsured in East Africa, Clinic Pesa leverages the popularized and existing mobile money infrastructure to extend healthcare microsavings and loans that are more convenient and affordable than traditional health insurance through a platform to set aside dedicated healthcare funds.
It's offering an opportunity for those organizations to experiment with the opportunities and freedoms afforded to them by integration. And this experimentation is what we're interested in.
A surge in economic development in the agricultural, cultural, education, and technology sectors, and a wave in fostered common unity, or as you may alternatively put it, community, has only increased the region's clout.
When the Incubator for Integration and Development in East Africa advertised a call for funding, which we applied for, and they provided us with funding that we managed to, together with our colleagues, to set up this mobile app that we thought would benefit youth like us who are looking for jobs.
This app helped me get a job with Kampala City Council Employment Authority. And through that, I worked on a project called, which was basically enhancing students' quality of students' internship. And through that, we did a great deal of work in several universities, one of them being Chambogo University, Uganda Christian University, as well as Nkumba University.
I got exposed to the various ways in which organizations need their interns to conduct, the various things they expect from interns, and I've so far also gotten a chance to interact on the platform with other people pursuing the same course in the various institutions.
Our main target group for this project were youth mainly from the universities and technical institutions in Uganda and Kenya who are basically looking for jobs.
As the university, we came in and we shared the different ideas that could be of benefit to our students and at the same time that could be benefit to our staff.
We also have other target groups like the employers, entrepreneur training organizations, and academic institutions. And out of those, we have reached about so far 6 universities who we have signed MOUs with. We have also engaged about 25 employers already, and if you check on our system, they're already registered there. And also, of course, entrepreneur organizations that we have engaged up to about 25.
Through this app, I can say it's really been a great change to my life. I'm able to sustain myself. I'm able to, do work, with several agencies. I could say life is a lot better.
The mission of IIDEA is to use culture as a resource to stimulate innovation. And so we came up with the idea of creating a creative economy incubator so as to support fashion designers, filmmakers, and musicians in East Africa.
Before the IIDEA project, we had several groups of only Tanzanians to it, but specifically with the IIDEA project, we've reached 89 youth from Uganda and Tanzania.
Impact kubwa kwa zaidi ya kutukutanisha na wasanii kutoka Afrika, lakini pia imeleta impact ya kwangu mwenyewe kuwa kwa sasa najitambua kama msanii na ni kwa jinsi gani nitatumia sanaa yangu kufikisha ujumbe katika sehemu fulani.
And for the fashion and accessory designers, they also had an infusion of making garments using two fabrics that are happening locally, leather and cotton. So starting from the creation of an idea to a finished product up until marketing it online on the business aspect.
Before participating in this program, I was just a fashion designer, and now I'm a fashion entrepreneur. I run a small workshop where I produce clothes and garments on a small scale. The bootcamp provided a very creative space for the participants and to co-work and share the ideas with the other participants. It was facilitated by East Africa's finest fashion icon and entrepreneurs that helped us improve our technical skills and business skills.
Culture is a priority within the Common Market Protocol. The idea that culture brings people together, culture is valuable for the creative economy, already places the work that we are doing within the agenda of the East African community.
That experience of moving from your country to another country to come experience what the other countries is doing, as in having a mash of Uganda and Tanzania over together, so it created collaborations that as a part of a success.
IIDEA ilileta impact kwa wasanii, kama kwa mfano Sami, sikuwa najua ni kwa jinsi gani naweza kupeleka sanaa yangu sehemu fulani, lakini ilivyokuja ilileta ile mwamko, okay, naweza kutumia sanaa yangu kumpelekea mtu mwingine message, au naweza kutumia hiyo sanaa kufikisha ujumbe katika sehemu fulani. Kwa hiyo ilileta impact kubwa kwetu na generation ndogo ambayo inaendelea kukua.
When we saw the call for proposals for the IIDEA projects, we had to use our own experience getting our students to do internship and also those that we host.
Okay, I got to know about the IIDEA project through a friend. I was looking for internship placement, so a friend told me to download the app and sign up, which of course I did. I was able to search through some of the organizations that signed up with the Procasea app. So I was able to get Arusha, and now I'm working at Arusha.
The East African Community Integration has the Common Market Protocol, which actually provides for free movement of labor, people, goods and services. And with this, we are actually trying to solve the issue of movement of labor. So by offering opportunity for people to go across borders to do internship, we believe that we can be in position to actually help in the integration, because the labor market will be uniform across different countries.
This app has changed my life in a way that initially I was unemployed, but now I'm working with Seford under the project of Arusha. I'm able to support my family in buying all the necessities that the family needs. I'm able to support my siblings, especially my sister, pay her at school and buy all her requirements that she needs. And I have a baby who I also have to support.
We target basically students for the core of the project, which is focusing on internship, but the same platform can also reach out to graduates and organizations or companies, because in the recruitment we need all the stakeholders as well as the institutions that are training the students. While it is obvious someone uploads their details about different resources and we automatically generate the CV. But what is more interesting is how someone can maintain touch with the employer.
SWEA is a women-run organization with a focus on job creation, especially among the women entrepreneurs. Our main beneficiaries rather target the informal women group. The main idea is to empower and mobilize these entrepreneurs from nut collectors and processors to wholesalers with the view of exporting the products, particularly to Uganda and Kenya.
This workshop has totally changed my mindset. Initially, we all think about trying to run out there, look for a job in an office, get that office job, and get that daily income that comes at the end. And also the jobs are not very many, as some of us, most of us, do not have that level of education that's needed. Right now, they've changed our mindset into business. We are now becoming entrepreneurs.
These things here, there are plenty, especially in our area, but we did not know the economic impact of it. But after receiving that training, then we know that it is really of great importance.
Our direct beneficiaries are 150 women entrepreneurs, but we included training of the community leaders where these share nuts are collected from, so we involve them as part of the collectors. That results into job creation, the aspect of employability.
Now we know the importance of these here nuts. We are going to produce, then we are going to earn income out of it. By this income, we are going to be able to pay our children's school fees, and we are going to earn money to do some other activities.
I'm actually already marketing myself out there as someone who can produce chia butter and for export, and as someone who can also export the nuts themselves. So the biggest change it has made for me is I'm now a businesswoman.
East Africa's thriving creative populace, of which its youthful inhabitants are increasingly at the forefront, has never been more determined to use arts, technology, education, and trade to further grow their region.
We are involved in promotion of an enabling environment for logistics, and this entails helping the people to have an efficient logistics supply chain. As a member of the private sector, it's in our interest that the logistics is adequate and reliable and efficient for the manufacturers, exporters, and importers. So under KEPSA, we lobby and advocate for an enabling business environment, both in the EAC region and also nationally, that is in the Kenyan local context.
Women have been provided a platform on especially issues of cross-border trade by small-scale women groups. And that's all in the spirit of integration. I mean, when you're talking about integrating the region, we're looking at, is everyone involved in the process? And this platform, the IIDEA project, has given opportunities to such groups, vulnerable groups that are not actually part of the bigger picture. In a way, we're bringing them on board. Because, I mean, the EAC treaty says it's a people-centered integration and market-driven. So for us, we thought bringing the people that we think are left behind on board would be streamlining the whole integration process.
I think the IIDEA project is centered on the people in the sense of bringing them to appreciate what they can do together between themselves and to develop projects, innovative ways of participating or enhancing their participation in the regional integration to the projects that they develop and implement across the borders.
As a way of strategically positioning and economically propelling the region to even greater heights, the Incubator for Integration and Development in East Africa, IIDEA, a brainchild of the EAC Secretariat, the Regional Dialogue Committee in collaboration with GIZ, works as a tool for engaging citizens of the East African Community partners in the implementation of the EAC Common Market Protocol and showcase their real integration experiences.
I don't think integration is yet a dream for many people because many people don't know about integration. And this is where IIDEA comes in and supports organizations who are working cross-border and give a good example of integration.
IIDEA, to me, in a nutshell, is what I call an innovative instrument. It's a small grant that supports innovative ideas from citizens, emanating from private sector, civil society, and other interest groups.
A good example is always from Europe. I'm from Europe, where integration became a reality. And for me personally, it became a reality when I had an advantage. I was studying in different countries, I learned other languages. And this is similar to IIDEA. There are people who are doing something in another country, with another country, going across borders. And this is what IIDEA shows.
We have seen a number of projects which have been implemented successfully across the partner states. For example, the Saudi Trade Information Portal has evolved from Kenya and Uganda and moved to Rwanda and Burundi. And this has shown that the East African cooperation is enabling these innovators to actually innovate projects and implement them successfully with the view of supporting the implementation of the common market.
Regional integration is a process. It's just starting. It's starting with the East African community, the Secretariat, but the IIDEA projects are people who move across borders, who have a business, or do something in more than one East African country.
We are focusing from a bottom-top approach, whereby citizens influences what takes place at the regional level or at the policy-making level.
The German government is supporting the vision and the essence of integration for many, many years, because we believe that when countries integrate, cooperate, work together, there are bigger markets, people can move, people have more opportunities, and IIDEA is focusing on the people aspect of the integration. There are other aspects which we are supporting, but the people aspect where they then really move and benefit and trade across borders, this is part of a long process which the German government is supporting.
To date, IIDEA has provided support to 25 pioneering projects from across East Africa, focusing on issues that range from trade facilitation, technological innovation, cultural exchange, gender equality, youth empowerment, cross-border mobility, and many more. Ultimately, IIDEA works together with partners that not only highlight the diversity of East African integration, but also those that push towards holistic and cooperative development.
We represent the voices of civil society, and we strengthen their collaboration with the East African community and on driving the agenda of the East African community.
One part of this approach and this support has always been support to civil society and the private sector. Because the understanding is that integration without democratization, meaning to say participation of the society, will not succeed.
We came into developing the idea in order to make the East African integration implementation work for the citizens, normal citizens, with a bottom-up approach.
We wanted to see whether the people themselves would have ideas on EAC, the community as such, on integration, on common market, on mobility within the region.
IIDEA came on a very good time because of this integration to help in pushing the agenda of common market. It's a project that welcomes everybody to feel that he or she belongs to this region.
Forming part of the social economic infrastructure that supports East Africa communities' well-being through integration, the services and activities developed and delivered from the IIDEA projects have helped bring people together and improved the strengthened cross-border trade, regional growth, and enhanced sustainability.
IIDEA has been one of the best projects so far
because it has been able to reach the common mwananchi, if I may say, those who may not have an opportunity to participate in the EAC integration process. And I want to pick specifically the issue of bringing together small and medium enterprises in the EAC by enabling them to get trade information which was previously not available within the East Africa. We had no mechanism or a platform for accessing trade information.
So when we looked through the entire ecosystem, cross-border trade ecosystem, we did realize that the problem that most of these traders face is lack of information. And on many occasions, it will be considered that maybe this information was never easily available or it was being withheld from them. So we say that maybe the best thing that needs to happen is to make them access the information that they need so they can always make informed decisions as far as business is concerned.
When I wake up, the first thing I do is to look for what is the exchange rate of today before I come out of my bed. So by the time I'm going to the money changer, I already know what I'm expecting. He will not cheat me now.
This morning, I have managed to buy sugar from Rwanda because I have received message from Sauti and I have known prices from Rwanda market, so I have managed to buy a sack of sugar, which I have put in my school for the pupils to put in the porridge when they are taking it in the morning.
Today, it is possible for cross-border traders to be able to receive real-time prices of goods in over 100 markets, and they are also able to receive and confirm exchange rates within the EAC, which make it very easy for them to be able to trade goods across the border.
What makes this innovative is the fact that we're using a technology that they all have access to. Most of these women have access to mobile phones. Unfortunately, the kind of phones they have are just simple feature phones. So we decided to come up with a technology that can work on those kind of phones. So that is why we came up with the USSD. So through this technology, people are able to access information including prices of commodities across the East African community. People are able to access real-time exchange rates, also be in a position to access tailor-made procedures for accessing the border. So we believe that through this, obviously, they'll be in a position to understand what the obligations are as a citizenry of the East African community, and to a great extent, be also be in a position to fight for what their rights.
We have three main areas that we work in. One, we offer advisory services to businesses and industry. The other work that we do is that we support business membership organizations. We capacity build them. We do work related to regional integration, trade policy, and regulatory reform. Our IIDEA project is called the EAC Marketplace. The EAC framework sets for you the market. It sets for you the framework to enhance regional integration and to enhance trade and investment across the region, but it doesn't tell you where are the opportunities. But if you're a small and medium enterprise, it is quite a challenge. Where do you start? Where are these opportunities? And that's where the idea came from. So what we are doing under the EAC Marketplace is looking at two specific sectors: finished leather products and processed fruit juice markets. And you go into the market and look at it from the perspective of how big is this market in the EAC? Where are the opportunities in the EAC? And if a small and medium enterprise company wanted, say, to tap into an opportunity in Tanzania if they are in Kenya, or in Uganda if they are in Tanzania, how do they go about it? And that's what our project aims to do.
The IIDEA project thus unlocks the growth potential of the East African region by examining constraints and identifying strategies for growth. At IIDEA, we believe that our investment in the people of East Africa and their communities, and focus on their experiences as co-drivers and owners of the integration process, serves as a catalyst in unlocking the great potential of the East African region.
Women in cross-border trade don't have access to information, especially on where to get commodities in both countries. The innovation in this project lies in using mobile phones to inquire prices, not only using a voice call, but also using SMS and applications.
Most I use Airtel. It has helped me to market. Basically, actually, me, I've not in current trade, but my husband is. He trades, he has been in Masindi trading in maize. So when I showed him the platform, it was very easy for him to connect and to find out where he has been supplying, is it the right places? And to find out, I've been supplying Kampala. Now if I take to Busia, am I going to benefit? So it has been good, and right now I even receive messages of the updates. Like when I keep consulting about, maybe I've been consulting about GNATs, because me personally I'm dealing in GNATs, from Arua, from Guru. They update me now.
We served 50 beneficiaries on the side of Rwanda and 50 beneficiaries on the side of Uganda. That is 100 women.
They give you the details, then you change. You can see Busia or Kabare or Chigari or the rest, the other parts of borders. Then we talk to them. I really use that platform. Then you get the prices and the quality you want.
They have managed to get buyers who were far from the border. You know, before women cross-border traders used to buy commodities from middlemen, but today they can go far inside the country, inside Rwanda and Uganda, to get commodities at lower prices.
The idea of IIDEA project is to document and showcase the experiences and success stories for women in informal cross-border women on cross-border trade, with the view of inspiring other women in Burundi and Rwanda. But the project start in Burundi.
Sisi kweli tumefurahia, kwa maana katika hivyo biashara vyetu kuhusu nayo wametuunga mkono kuhusu kijuzi. Kwa maana tulikuwa mbele fanya biashara kutokuelewa. Hatukuwa tunajua kama mama naye pia anaweza kulisha familia kindani. Lakini kupitia ile ujuzi amekuja akatuonesha mwangaza.
Hivi kwa leo nimeshafika kununua konjelatere 2 za kwangu. Hata ndani nyumba yangu, mume wangu tumeshapata franga kununua ekipe. Hiyo yote nachangia kutokana na mafundisho ambayo tumepata. Ingine mabadiliko, watoto wangu wote wanasoma. Nachangia pia kwa kutoa taxe. Na zile taxe nilijua kuwa zinarudia tena kwetu, wanajenga barabara, mahopitali, ni kwa njia ya ile mabadiliko, na mimi juu nachangia kwa ule mtaji kidogo, natumika sipitii njia panya, nachangia ngambo nyingine.
Mimi kupitia hizo kazi zangu ninasomesha watoto. Nawasomesha watoto umoja na tamaliza paramedikali kupitia ile biashara yangu kidogo kidogo. Na ninalisha watoto, jamaa yangu yote inaniangalia ni mimi. Kwa maana mimi ndio mkubwa ndani ya familia. Kweli ninawashukuru, wamenisaidia sana kupitia hiyo ujuzi wanao, na mimi wakanipatia pia, na mimi kesho wala kesho yake nitapatia wengine huyo ujuzi.
Hawa kina mama wote unaona tuko nao hapa. Njoo hivyo maisha yalibadilikaga, wengi hapa tuko na wajane, tuko na wenyewe waume zao walitokaga wakaenda, anaenda na kuacha watoto 5, 6. Lakini pako wenyewe nijua tuna muda walijenga nyumba za kwao kupitia haya mafundisho na huu msaada wenyewe tulitoa kutoka kwa Kafem.
We are partnering with IIDEA in a project called Easy Travel East Africa, where we are unifying the bus travel across the region. Our goal is to increase cross-border movement in the region, and through this we'll foster the East African integration. many people have to walk to the stages or the so-called bus stations to preview or maybe to inquire about the services regarding travel. This has been cumbersome. In order to reduce the hassle, we are coming up with a unified platform where we will offer the services, both booking and reservation, together with the customer service to all the travelers, be it cross-border or nationally, in the East African region. There has been introduction of the East African Tourist Visa that allows free movement of tourists from one East African country to another one. This has eased our approach towards travelers who are tourists to book one ticket with ease and travel across the region. That is one thing that we thank the East African community for.
Our target group is made of pregnant women, especially the one in the first term of their pregnancy. In Burundi, only less than 37% of mothers attended the antenatal care, whereas in Rwanda it's less than 44%. We are trying to figure out the most innovative ways to address the situation, to make sure that all the government efforts are going together with evidence, with good results, with the mother's health that is being improved. The integration process is making a way for this project, because this project cannot be possible, cannot be carried out between two countries when there is no freedom. The process is slow because integration have been more theoretical. To make it going faster, there should be such great initiative, great projects that really help the countries to move together with some shared initiative, which will allow the people to move, to feel like, if a Burundian leaves Burundi, can feel like he's at home in Uganda, in Kenya, something like that. There should be more projects to promote integration, to promote much brotherhood.
By engaging the great people of East Africa in small-scale innovative projects and using the bottom-up approach, we are developing human skills and investing in projects and initiatives that offer equal opportunities that are geared towards the realization of the East African community integration dream.